The school year ended and the summer vacation began. The first days of vacation were boring, but Jack was about to have an extraordinary adventure. Our young adventurer Jack found himself at the ocean beach with his parents. Little did he know, this trip would be anything but ordinary. Jack's days quickly filled with laughter and friendship as he met Brandon and Kyle. Together they molded sand into mighty castles, their hands working diligently under the warm sun. Jack, brimming with excitement, shared an incredible tale about the three ghosts of water, air, and fire. His friends listened, their eyes wide with fascination and a sprinkle of disbelief. Undeterred by their skepticism, Jack decided to prove his story. With a sense of adventure coursing through their veins, the three friends headed to the water's edge. Jack mustered his courage and called out to the water ghost. As the water began to bubble, their great adventure was just beginning. The water ghost agreed, and the adventure began. With a wave of his translucent hand, a shimmering bubble materialized around Jack and Kyle, protecting them from the ocean's depths. It was as if they had stepped into an otherworldly submarine, ready to explore the mysteries of the deep. As they descended, the world around them changed. The seafloor was a vibrant, busy city of marine creatures. Schools of fish darted around like colorful confetti, as if celebrating their arrival. Majestic whales passed by, their size dwarfing our young adventurers, while curious dolphins playfully flipped and danced around the bubble. Among the seaweeds, tiny seahorses bobbed and weaved, and far above, the shadowy figures of sharks patrolled the waters, their graceful movements belying their reputation. The underwater spectacle was like a living, breathing painting, filled with motion and life. Then, the water ghost presented them with a water ball, a sphere of water that held its shape and bounced like a beach ball. Jack and Kyle couldn't help but laugh as they played catch, the water ball floating and spinning in the weightlessness of the bubble. They rolled around, their laughter reverberating through the bubble, a sound of pure joy and excitement. Everywhere they looked, a new wonder caught their eye. The underwater world was far more magical than they'd ever imagined. And as they played and explored, time slipped away unnoticed. Time flew by as they played with a water ball, laughing and rolling inside. Back on the beach, the parents were getting worried as the search for their children began. The sun was beginning to set, and the laughter of the day had turned into a tense silence. The coastal police were soon called and they joined in the search, their flashlights cutting through the growing darkness, illuminating worried faces and casting long shadows on the sand. Jack's mother, in on the secret of the water ghost, put on a convincing act of concern, her eyes scanning the beach and the rolling waves. She knew they were safe, but had to play her part to keep the magic alive. Then, in the distance, a policeman's shout echoed through the quiet night. He had found the boys, safe and sound, their faces flushed with excitement, and their eyes sparkling with the thrill of their adventure. Reunited with their parents, the boys were hugged and celebrated for their safe return. Jack had the most exciting summer vacation ever. Back home, he gazed at the seashells he'd collected, each one a precious memento of his underwater journey. His mind was brimming with vivid memories of colorful fish, ghostly companions, and the thrill of an unexpected adventure. He chuckled at the thought of his mother's pretend worry, a secret they now shared. As the leaves began to fall, signaling the end of summer, Jack knew one thing for sure. He couldn't wait to share his deep-sea adventure with his school friends when the school year began.